So we monetize tons of channels literally every single month. And he don't believe me, he has one of them. And if I go to content right here, you can see we've only made 6 videos on this channel. And not just one, we also have this channel that we started posting. And as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 videos that we've made on this channel. This channel was pre-monetized. That's why it's made us 19 grand in the last 20 days, because the niches are extremely high RPM. The videos have 14 minutes, 40 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour plus, etc., etc. So now I'm going to show you in this video how we do our niche research. And not just that, I'm also going to review a bunch of niches because I've done the research. I've brought a bunch of niches that if we were to invest in new niches, these are the niches would enter. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So first thing I want to do, operation, I need the results, etc., etc. Now I want to go ahead and go through the checklist that we used. And our niches must strictly pass this checklist or we don't actually enter the niche, because this is a business and YouTube operates in phases. So you want to identify high demand and low supply niches using actually concrete data. So if we want to make sure you're getting consistent demand, you want the views to actually do well right now. And you want to make sure the views are also consistently exceeding the subscriber count. And this is the one that like rubs people off. People think that from niches to what, you don't need to have competitors. It's actually good that you have competitors. So if you look at the checklist we actually use here, you can see the more checks that you can have here, the more. Literally, you can pause the video and watch it if you want. The more checks you have here, the more chances of you monetizing the niche faster. Now that you have this checklist that we actually looked for, you can pause some, look at it. You need a place to actually find your niches. Now, again, like I said, I did bring up a bunch of niches I'm going to share with you, but I need you to understand why it's actually working. So how do you find these niches? How do we find these niches? Well, you need some kind of niche system, okay? I'm sure all of you have heard of like NextLev. NextLev is like defaulting your but we don't use NextLev. We have an in-house system that we use called Channel Recipe. I'm gonna quickly go through the filters that we use. The filters we use on Channel Recipe would also work on NextLev. Let me go ahead and go through that before we go through the niches. So I'll come to Channel Recipe here. And once I've loaded, I'll go to the niche finder. And I'll go ahead and put this to less than 100 videos posted or less than 50. I'll put this less than 100. I'll make sure I put recent average views to 25K views plus. And this is the most important. Active recently, this must be on. This now will be showing me channels that are like monetized and really, recently. You can see this channel, we just put it, really seeing channels like there's 3 hours long, which means the RPM will be extremely long, just like the chat, like extremely good, just like the channels I've showed you earlier. So what you need is to get a checklist like this and combine it with a system of actually finding the niches. Do not try to find niches manually on YouTube. That is way too slow. So now that I've covered this, let's go ahead and go into all these niches. So this is niche number 1 right here. The audience is all the Americans, so the RPMs are going to be pretty high, as you can see right here. So all these niches, and as you can see, it started like recently. This started recently posting. If we go to popular videos, you can see a million views, 3.4 million views a month ago. All these channels started a month ago, etc., etc. And if we click the video, so we can actually go through, which wanted to make this niche. As you can see, all you need are like B-rolls like this, literally just B-rolls, B-rolls. If you don't know what B-rolls are, it's just like images that I'm talking about, like, the kind of stuff that it's talking about. So I'm going to give you some crazy sauce that you can use to literally enter this niche. So first thing you want to do is to try to find competitors. If you can't find competitors, that's completely fine. Download as much of these videos as you can. Now come over to your video editor. So let's say you use DaVinci Resolve. Let's say you use CapCut. When you're in CapCut, right, go ahead and cut out, because the videos itself are already B-roll, right? So you can mix everything together, cut out a lot of places and use them for your own B-roll. But you're not going to use one video for your B-roll, right? You're just going to cut out through everything, like merge a bunch of videos together. And now you have B-rolls about whatever topics that you're going to be making. This is how you actually execute the video. In terms of video ideas, I've already shown you guys how to do this. Copy the link, come to Channel Recipe, come to Script Studio, place the channel name here, and grab all the channel data. After you get the channel data, go to Claude and ask it for video ideas that would work for this. that's how you basically start with getting video list to enter this niche. Now, as you can see, the videos are pretty long, so that's going to help with chat PM as well. Now, this is not this is not a long video, like kind of explaining. If you guys want a longer video of like a breakdown of each of these niches, just let me know. But this is simply how you can go ahead and enter them. These are niches I would invest in right now. Now, by the way, audience length, video length, packaging are very heavy decisions, and also ideation for these niches are extremely important. You also need to go firing. That's why we have HeadStart channels. I'm sure you guys have heard about this. What we do at the HeadStart channels, we're gonna pick the niche for you. We're gonna hand you 30 days of ideation, and we'll go ahead and install the theme. It's literally what we do ourselves whenever we try to enter the new niches. So all you have to do is to learn the system that we use for ideation, right? And then you obviously make your thumbnails with AI, which we're going to teach you how to do. And do this and just manage your team, right? So this way you're going to have videos posted as pretty much as soon as you join. And yeah, so if that sounds interesting, you can apply to the link below. Just head over to headstart.com. We'll only review applications. We'll have a few spots left because we're grabbing like 4 to 5 people this month and trying to like replicate and kind of give them more results. Like we've already done with a bunch of these student ones here. Took 3 my days for this guy. You know, Sasha took him 28 days. This guy got his YouTube plaque. This guy made 5K, took him 30 days. And there's a bunch of, people making their first $40. So it's not all like crazy results. But the most important thing, this is 230 Australian dollars. The most important thing is that they're starting to make money online. So if you want to not waste months on trial and error, go ahead and apply it through the link below. If not, let's go through the video. Now, another niche is Paul Man's Defense. Now, he mentions a straight pass of failures. On paper, a new survival channel should fail because survival channels are like all over YouTube. A lot of people are already doing survival channels. It's like everywhere. So the fact that this kind of idea came out and it's still popping off right now, that tells you something, right? So that shows you that there's a specific way that this guy is doing his videos, that's getting a lot of views, right? So what we're going to go ahead and do is I'm going to pull up the channel. You can see, so Forgotten American Survival. And what I wanted to look at is that the last 7 days, they had pretty much 800,000 views, which means that I have an RPM of like minimum $8. Like this niche them have way more RPM because it's for all the US American audience specifically. So essentially they've made like 6 to 7K or maybe 5, 6, 7K in the last 7 days alone, which is insane. If you go to popular 1.1 million, so this channel is like printed. Again, copy the channel link, go here, get the channel data, etc., etc. That's how you can take that channel data to Claude and start your video ideation. But as you can see, the videos right here are simply B-rolls again. So run the same system that I told you. Literally go ahead, download all their videos. If you have their competitors, it's better if you can find their competitors. So let's search this right here. You can find a bunch of competitors doing the same thing. Well, you go ahead and download all their videos, right? And you can use a lot of their videos as like B-rolls. So you go to CapCut, place it, cut everything. Now you're talking over the B-rolls. So your video still makes it neat. This is just the fastest way to enter these niches so you don't procrastinate. I don't recommend that you do it forever because you might get copyright, but like once you start enough and you don't want to procrastinate, that's the fastest way to enter these niches, right? So their banner title survival videos and the pointed to topic at a massive audience, right? So essentially they're teaching, how to like avoid paying for these systems and how to circumvent and like build something like a huge DIY thing. You can do it for completely, not that much money. So that's essentially what they're buying here. And this is what Claude will also help you figure out. Now moving on, we have free energy and off-grid. So essentially these two channels are running the same thing, which is like, the government banned something, they'll be giving you free electricity. The government banned something because they knew people would do it themselves, etc., etc. This is how you would do it. That's essentially what this channel is doing right here. Stop buying noise, the gas generator to stack this for silent and SunPower in 1 weekend. That's actually selling for real electricity here. Yeah, this to get another channel you can go ahead and pull up. So there you go. This is the channel right here. And don't worry, you don't need to make a video like this because, like, you know, he's just doing this video. You don't have to show your face. What he's doing this video to essentially show that it's a human behind the channel. So YouTube feels more like, you know, less likely to ban them. But this channel is completely transformative. There's no ban risks, I would say, for this channel at all. And this is not actually the main guy that paying people to make these videos on Fiverr or places like that. I'm sure. I think that's what they're doing. So if we come to the videos here, obviously get the channel data as I told you, go through Claude, IPation, etc., etc. Boom. That's how you enter this niche. It's another really big niche that's popping up right now that I would actually get into. If you keep watching, I'm going to show you how to actually strategize and make these videos to ensure they are not posting for free, that you're essentially eventually getting some impressions, getting some progress, right? Because that's all that matters. Now, this is the Bodycam niche. Again, this one, if anytime you wake up in the day and you're wondering about what niche do I do? What niche do I do? Do Bodycam. If you can do Bodycam. But the problem is most people can't do Bodycam because there's some specific places that we get our clips. Sometimes we have to make deals with like law enforcement to get the clips. Otherwise, sometimes the copyright strike you and stuff like that. So it's harder, much harder to like get Bodycam clips. But like, if you can, like, if this is another example, there's another channel in the Bodycam niche doing, they just started, they made like 42 videos so far. So Bodycam, if you can secure the clips, right, you can do Bodycam, right? If you can secure the clips, do Bodycam any day of the week, because the fact that most people can't actually get the clips, that's what makes us like, when we start these Bodycam channels, it's just like blowing up, right? This guy only had the 15 videos, as you can see right here. And it's just like popping off. This is another channel that started only 42 videos so far. You know, RPMs are also extremely high for these niches. Here's another channel of only 15 videos. So if he can find a way to secure Bodycam, absolutely do it. If you can't, that's fine. That's the entry barrier. But like any day of the week, we just do Bodycam. Like Bodycam is still the best. It was the best monk last year, and it's still the best. It was the best niche last year, and it's still the best niche right now. So there you go. Niche number 5 is going to be car ownership stuff. So this channel that I'm talking about right here, this is by far the easiest one to do right now. That's actually going to give you like the highest like ROI. A lot of these niches are popping off where it's like compilation of short clips. So they're going to TikTok. I'm actually getting these like clips of people like complaining about their cars, etc., and stuff like that. I think that when they make videos about luxury car owners, you know, being frustrated about their cars, it gets more money, which is the part always jealous, stuff like that. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up this channel. And there you go. This is the channel right here. Only 29 videos so far. In the last 7 days, they hit like 312,000 views. At least they're making 1 to 2K a week on this channel right here. So they're making a bunch of money. As you can see, because the RPM tells high, people that are watching these videos probably already have cars, are probably looking to buy a car, and you know, advertisers are gonna get them with car-related advertisements, which is why their RPMs aren't gonna be very high. So as you can see, it's very simple. Let's click a video. Why a brand new car is missing? So all you're doing is literally getting random clips, right? Hey, Mike, random clips and commentating over them. You don't even have to commentate that much, but if you watch a video and you see that this guy, you know, after he watches a bunch of clips, he commentates on people being frustrated and stuff like that. That's all he's doing. He's only made twinking having yourself there. There's no way, like there's no flipping way you can't start a channel like this for yourself. It's happening right now. People think that it's not realistic. It is. If tons of people are doing it daily, people are starting channels and posting only 15 videos, 30 videos and seeing results. So it's not as unrealistic as you may think. So yeah, this another channel right here that you could save up. Car ownership. So every single one of these tags some expensive you're already paying, right? So again, don't try to copy one for one the ideas that these channels are making, especially these ones. That's why they may get the data and go to get the data from channel recipe and use your Claude to do really good ideation. Unfortunately, without doing that full breakdown here in this video. But if you want us to come in and find that profitable niche for you, I'm sorry to say this, guys, because I've shared these niches right here, they're still applicable, while a lot of people are also now looking at them. That's just how it works. Because a lot of people are going to see this fear. That means that a lot of people are going to be looking to enter the niches anyway, which means you have more competition. Now, obviously, a lot of them are like lazy, so a lot of them will quit. But the point is, the best case scenario is to find a niche that's kind of untapped that not a lot of people know about. So if you want us to come over and do that for you, we're going to find the profitable niche for you. And we're not going to let you make those decisions. We're going to choose the niche. We're going to give you the ideas to make your first 30 days worth of ideas. And we're going to install the team to actually make these ideas, because you probably have a part-time job. You know, YouTube is not a small side hustle thing, which is why we want to install the team for you. And it's actually going to be more cost effective than you think. Right? But you can learn and do your part-time job. You don't have to quit your job. You just have to, in the weekend, batch produce thumbnails. You know, in the weekend, look at the ideas that will give you the good ideas that are working. Manage your team in the weekends, and every single day that you're back from work, videos are going to be posted. I have a ton of students that's done the same thing. People that were married, people that are still on their full-time job, people that are older than you think. He is over 50 years old. He's 54 years old, and he's still running, you know, a Faceless channel. There's no excuses. So if you want us to do this for you, go ahead and apply in the link below. So head over to HeadStartChannels.com. Again, we only have a few spots left, but if you think this could be you, go ahead and apply right now. All right, see you guys in the next video.